I have autism, folks. And so I use art as sort of a healing practice to process bigger emotions, get them down onto the page, help myself understand them. I am a digital artist. That means I like to make art on the computer. I like to think that my mouse is the brush and Photoshop is my canvas, because that's like the digital equivalent of, brush and canvas. Photoshop is my favorite program. It's the medium that works for me and works best for my practice because I found I'm able to quickly get my ideas down onto the page. I love, internet culture and meme culture, and because that stuff's all digital, it allows me to, take images of stuff online and then use it in art.
My practice is all over the place. Some of my pieces range from 5 minutes to a couple hours. I don't love to spend too much time on my pieces. I think a lot of my art is super chaotic, and it's very in the spirit of just getting stuff down on the page and being messy. And
it doesn't need to be perfect. Perfect is the enemy of good. And I like good things. I like cool things. I like awesome things. And that's why I like digital art. And that's why Photoshop's my favorite. That's why I use Photoshop. I love seeing my digital art printed. I don't see a ton of digital art printed, physically having them. I think it's beautiful. And I think it allows me to, sort of feel more like a traditional artist who's able to, have their work in real life. I just like throwing things together, sourcing weird images online. This is a piece I really like. This one's Human Farm 1 paired with Human Farm 2. You can really see my use of sort of old digital pixelated images in this one. You got the weird little money guy, you got the gear, you got the money signs. I think these are the two pieces that are super prominent that show off sort of my use of just throwing images together. Something that's really misunderstood about my art is sort of its significance back to me. A lot of people say it's way too chaotic, there's too much stuff going on, I can't concentrate on one thing. I say that's a skill issue, but we're not gonna go there. I like my art being chaotic. I think it's a very accurate depiction of sort of my mental state and my sort of view on the world right now. It's all very chaotic, it's all very all over the place. I think people misunderstand that it's not supposed to be busy, or I'm just throwing things in for visual aesthetics. I'm not. It's all got a place, it's all got a time. I have autism, folks. And so I use art as sort of a healing practice to sort of, process bigger emotions, get them down onto the page, help myself understand them, help sort of visualize what I'm feeling. I think it's just a practice that more people should participate in, if they're on the spectrum. Even if they're not, I think everybody should do art to sort of because art for me is the human soul expressed on the page or through time with music, or through building with architecture. I think that the purest form of art is one where it's right from your heart to the page or your heart to the song. It can be raw, it can be tough to work on sometimes, but it's helping you understand yourself better. It's helping you understand the world better. It's helping you work through these bigger emotions that you're oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I have so many choices right now. I don't know what should I do. Just make art about it. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be chill, I promise. You just need to do it. There's no wrong way to create art. You can write a haiku, write down 3 funny words, boom, that's art. Everybody thinks art needs to be in a museum, it needs to be on a wall, it needs to have a frame around it, it needs to have a huge rollout. Just put out your art, just do it, and learn to enjoy the practice. So many wonderful artists that I've known personally have so many barriers in place that self-imposed barriers where they're so obsessed with the result. I would say a quarter of my art catalog is released, and then the rest of it is just me having fun. It's just me experimenting. It's just me, playing around. You need to learn to fall in love with the process of making art, not just the result. I think that's the biggest thing that's stopping so many artists right now. Just get out there and do it. You can do it. You may think you can't. You can. I didn't pop out the womb, pencil in hand, drawing Mona Lisa, okay, folks? It takes time, it takes practice, but I love doing it, and you should love doing it too, and you should just find the medium that works for you. Never settle on one medium. You think you're a painter? You might not be a painter. Maybe you like poetry, maybe you like architecture, maybe you like photography. There's so many different mediums out there, and there's, weird new mediums being created every day. Maybe you want to make visualizers for music. Maybe that's something you didn't even know was a thing. It's a thing. There's art everywhere. If you think to yourself, I can't even draw a stick man. Maybe drawing's not for you. You should try poetry. Well, you've never written a word before. You should try writing a word if you really haven't. But all that to say, just find the medium you love and, keep at it. Even when times are tough, like work through it. Even if it gets challenging, even if it gets difficult, just keep doing it. Keep learning how to love it, how to love yourself, how to enjoy the process of making art.